It is Tuesday, it's 8 a.m. and it's 85 degrees out. We're in Massachusetts, Brimfield, for the flea market, antique market. This is my first time ever shopping here, and it's the July market, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna have. Hopefully the weather won't be too harsh on us. Hopefully we won't see some rain, and I'm hoping for a breeze because I've already been sweating. I spent early this morning picking through some of the stalls. I already emptied a few things in the back seat, right there on the floor, and we are going to head back through a few of the other markets. Hopefully we'll be able to hit the ground all day. She's my sidekick. Brimfield day 1 recap. I think we got there around 6 a.m. and there were a lot of people already there. We parked by the church, so I think that's the very east end of the markets, and it's kind of confusing to get through. There aren't really like perfect rows on kind of getting through all of the tents, and since it's July, not everybody is open, so there are some empty tents kind of scattered around, and they all open at different times of the week. So some will rotate. They'll open at 9 a.m. that day, and then another area will open at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. So you kind of have to look at that schedule. I am going to go tomorrow, and there's a couple of them that are like kind of sporadically open throughout the day, so I'm hoping to get to those. I think most of those that kind of have that set time, there's an admission fee, like $3 or $5. But today it was so hot, so early, and I'm a Florida girl, and I don't know why I was exhausted. We drove all day yesterday. I didn't eat, so I was super tired. So it was kind of hard for me to go through that heat and look around. Hoping tomorrow, after a night of rest, make sure I eat something in the morning, get my supervision, whatever I'm trying to say, like my eyes on to find the good stuff, and I want to get there really early. So hope tomorrow will be a good day. Another thing, I ran out of money, and my bank, there's no banks here. My bank isn't near Regions, so I had to get from the ATM, and the ATMs at Brimfield, you can only pull $200 at a time, and it charges you a fee, and my bank has a limit on how much I can take a day, so that's a problem. Hopefully tomorrow I will have enough cash. Wish me luck. Brimfield day 2. We got to the market this morning, I think it was around 5:30, and waited in line till one of the markets opened up at 6. And I think I got through the market within like an hour and 40 minutes. And it was okay. It wasn't amazing, and I think I overpaid on some of the things that I bought, but I had to grab something. I went all this way, I'm leaving here with something. But like they said with the July market, not all of the vendors come, and then the weather kind of, you know, keeps people away too. But thankfully it rained last night and it's like cloudy today, so it feels so nice outside. And I'm just hoping the rest of the day that there won't be any rain. There are 2 more markets that I want to go to. We just took a break. I had some coffee. There is one that opens up at 9 and then another one that opens up at 12. So I'm gonna try to spend the whole day here searching through all the things, spending all my money.
I'll take it down, you can take a look at it. Okay. I'll call ready. Are you done now? Oh, good night.
So detailed, I had to get it. Well, don't forget, children and men were very small. Very small.
Some of the graphics on these are rare.
I love the little walnuts. Cheese. Pickle for the pickle girls. Grapes. Couple things. We've got this beautiful round cutting board. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Hello, my first ever tortoiseshell casket. This is so beautiful. She is fragile, she's older, but we had to take her home. We've got a federal mirror. This guy with the little handles. I've been wanting one of these older mortars. This one is absolutely stunning. And then we have a little French confit. And it's got holes on the bottom, which is so nice for drainage. We're gonna do a haul when we get home of all of our goodies. Can't wait to show you guys the rest. We made it back from Brimfield. What did I say? Brimfield. We are back from Brimfield. I've got the collection behind me. This is everything that I got from the market. And I don't know, I probably have like over expectations for it. Like my expectations were really high. I was thinking that I was gonna bring back like 200 items. If you guys don't know, I did source in England in April, and I had the best trip with a beautiful haul, quality pieces, but also quantity. So I was expecting to grab like a ton. So it wasn't bad. I don't think it's a bad haul. I just thought I'd be bringing back a little bit more, and that is probably because it was July. I was talking to a few of my friends who shop there quite often, and they do say that July is, of course, a slower month. So overall, they gave an estimate of like, it was at 60% capacity. So about 50 to 40% of the vendors were not there at the market. And that also would depend on the type of vendors there are. So if you're looking for primitives, there's a lot of primitives. Lots of primitives there. I could have took a lot home in that category. There's a ton of jewelry and clothing. The vintage clothing was crazy. There's also lots of like salvage pieces, rugs, of course, but I have a special eye for certain things that I want for my shop. I feel like I did a really good job of, this is Vine and Branch. This is definitely a Vine and Branch collection. So I wanted to give you guys, talk about the haul, show you a few of the pieces, see if I can get through a bunch of them just to kind of show you guys what we took home. A lot of the pieces I haven't done research on yet. So I've got some French, I believe French and English Pyrogines or match strikers. I love the shape of this one. And then I think these are French. So we got two of these, this blue one and then this red and white one, Dijon. So 2 French and 1 English match strikers. I cannot find my microphone. I must have dropped it at the market. So if anybody is seeing this and they're at the Brimfield market and they found a, what is it called, DJI microphone, please send me a message. I have been looking for one of these for forever. European marble mortar, an antique one. And I looked for one while I was in England and didn't find it. And well, the one that I did find was massive, so there was no way that I would be able to bring it in the suitcase home. So I was so happy to find this smaller one. It is so beautiful. I love how the edges are kind of rounded and worn down like that. It is so good. It's a smaller one too. I love all of the colors in it. Some of my favorite finds, I think I have, other than the art, I love the art so much. I think I have like 3 favorites. The mortar. Well, the mortar's one of them too. I mean, shoot, I love them all. Everything is my favorite. I'm always gonna say that, but I truly only pick up the things that I absolutely love. But this was a first for me. I think I may have gotten a couple different like little tortoise shell cases, but I've never found a casket quite like this one before. It is so beautiful. The tortoise shell, it's fragile, so some of it has cracked. There are some imperfections in it, but I had to save this one because I know someone will love it. I've got the little handles there. I love the little feet. The inside did have a beautiful cushion at one point, and I'm sure some beautiful silk, but you can see that's kind of fallen apart. So I'm wondering if it's just like a little jewelry casket. Hold one of your favorite necklaces. So beautiful. Picture this in your bookcase, sitting on top of your favorite books. Have some pearls kind of falling out of it. I love the little ball feet. So good. And then another one of my favorites, which I know it's going to be some of your guys' favorites if you're watching from Instagram, is the alabaster pedestal. It's a mini. It's a mini. Does anybody have a small little bust? Picture this with a small bust on top of it. You can see my large one, which I get a lot of compliments on, a lot of questions on if I'm gonna sell that one, and I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on it because it is so beautiful. It's also very large. I'd be so scared to ship it, but who is gonna take this home? Some of these pieces I'm like, I need to keep it. I need to keep it, but this is gonna go to some lucky person. So beautiful. The veining, the little ball here at the bottom. Wow. Was the 15-hour drive worth it for this alone? The hat box. Let's see if I can lower this down a bit. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Perfect. Let's look at the hat box right here. This has been on my hunt list for forever. And, well, I'm pretty sure for a good year I've been searching for one. I have found a few at antique stores, but the condition of them are always very rough. The straps are almost never there, and there isn't a hat inside, or the inside is like completely damaged. This one does have a working lock mechanism, and the straps on the top both have the hardware on it. It's still intact. Got the strap on the top. And this one does have the hat inside. So beautiful. There it is. Can you picture that? Walking around the streets of Boston with your top hat. They had everything in boxes, didn't they? And this one unfortunately doesn't have the key, but I love when they have keys on everything. And the feet on this one are adorable. Looks like the leather, I don't know if the leather is a little bit caved in so it doesn't fully sit on the ball feet. Worn leather, beautiful color. Definitely a collector's piece and a bucket list find for me. Another favorite find, how could I forget? Like I said, I'm gonna say everything is my favorite, but the checkerboard, let me take it down. I have one for myself that I will probably never let go of. I've been searching and searching for one for the shop, and I'm a little bit picky on them, of course. I don't love the bright colors. This one is black and white. The age on it, sorry, that was an Etsy notification. The age on it is so beautiful. And I have mine styled on my coffee table, but if you have it up against the wall, if you put it in the kitchen, if you even want to hang it, it is art. It's beautiful. And speaking of boards, I grabbed a lot of boards this trip. I love the kitchen. I love European breadboards. They're so good for multiple purposes. If you want to clean them up, you can use them, wax them and use them. If you want to use them as a riser, but wooden tones in the kitchen are always a must for that English cottage. And I love styling that way. Different size, different shapes. This is a round one. Love the handle on it. You can see all the beautiful wood grain and the use in it. I've got a piggy. This is the thickest pig cutting board that I've ever seen. It is so good. It'll sit perfectly on the counter, use it as a riser, hang it. I love the age on it, this one as well. I don't think I've ever found a butter dish. This is my first wooden carved English butter dish. I have found a butter knife. Picture it with a little transferware plate inside of it. It will be so pretty. You could definitely use it. And then we've got the classic English breadboards. One's more pronounced. European breadboard. It has flour still in there. It's like stuck in there, so old. It's got a beautiful shape. It's been worn down. It's been used. You can tell how it kind of goes a little bit thinner at this point here. It's irregular shape. The handle, it is gorgeous. Right into the oven. I am a yellowware lover. I do love the color, especially putting it in the kitchen. I definitely liked yellow before it was trendy. This is a massive milking pan. I love the crazing and staining on this one. I love the little lip here, or the edge, very similar to a lot of the larger French, English, European dairy bowls or dough bowls. This would be beautiful for fruits or stacking it with your other yellowware in the kitchen. And of course I had to grab a smaller one. This white band is one of my favorites to collect. The smaller they are, the harder they are to find. I think I found some in pretty rough condition. This one is beautiful. I grabbed some roe deer antlers. They're not for everybody, but I do love them. I do feel like they're very like English huntsman, sporting type. I feel like they give a very cottage feeling. I do love having one in the kitchen styled. This one's really neat. It has some engraving right on the bone there and a 1916 on there as well. Sweet little round mirror. The vendor said that it's bronze, but I'm not 100% sure on the metal. Possibly brass, maybe a mixed metal. It is sitting on a marble base and the little arms are removable. So light your candlestick, and then if you need to head to the other room, you just got a portable light there. Little leafy floral motifs on it. It's got this wooden backing. The vendor did say that it is 1850s from Boston. Not able to find exact comparisons online, but it does feel very French to me, very Louis Philippe or that sort of Art Nouveau, Rococo gilded kind of vibe to it. There isn't any signatures on there or maker's marks, but it would be beautiful on a vanity on your dresser or as a shelf styler with your books. First piece of art business is this Madonna and Child. I don't usually pick up religious pieces, but I felt like this one was so well done, so moody, the crackling, the colors, absolutely beautiful. I have been loving unframed art. I feel like I'm very picky with the frame, so it has to be exactly what I can picture in my head or I want to unframe it. But I love this one unframed. It is a bigger size, it's probably like 20 by 20, 20 by more than 20, but look at the crackling in there. Look at how detailed it is and well done. Definitely feels like an Italian school art. The vendor dated it really early, but I don't know exactly. And I believe baby Jesus is reaching for the veil. We've got beautiful blues, pinks in there. I love his eyes, curly little hair. There's lots of paint loss to it. This is the backing. Gorgeous. I might keep this one for myself. I am definitely gonna enjoy it on my wall. First of all, the frame. This one isn't signed or dated, but the artist did an amazing job of capturing the light. You can see walking through this forest, it's a bit darker here, but you can see how the light is shining down on the village. We've got a little shepherd with his cattle, beautiful colors in the clouds. Very well done. Lots of crackling. This was, looks like it was professionally repaired. It does have some little repairs here in the back. You can see it's got an old canvas, stretched canvas, and likely an original frame. Another larger piece. Speaking of unframed art, this is a painting that I feel like I would probably take out of the frame. I don't love the frame, but if someone wants to purchase it, obviously I will offer it with the frame, but I feel like it would be beautiful without the frame for the very unfitted kitchen vibe. This one is a still life of bread, a goblet, a plate, and then a butter knife there. The bottom, I can't make out the date exactly, if it's 19 or 1803, which it kind of looks like an 03. It does have a little bit of wear on the canvas, nothing major. Here is the back here. This feels very Dutch or Welsh to me, with that swampy fields, the sailboats, the impressionism, melting of those colors. Somebody wrote the artist information on the back, William Edwin Atkinson, 1891, but I have yet to do some research to see if that's accurate. I love the subtle gilding in the frame. The colors are just right. I did pick up a couple paintings very similar on my trip to England that made me feel like this was Welsh or Dutch. This one is incredibly long. The moo-moos, we love our cows. Look at that. It's not signed or dated. Look at the cotton candy skies. So moody. I love the length of it. We've got 2, 4, 6, what am I counting? 8, 9, about 9 cows. And then there are a couple sheep in the herd as well. It's incredible. I love it unframed. The backing. Got the little thatched roof there. Okay, let's just do a shelf scan of some of the pieces I haven't gone over. A Federal mirror. I was happy to find this one, especially because it's wooden. I find a lot of plastic ones that I'm not really a fan of. See, another piece that I may keep for myself, New Testament illustrated, I believe it's like 1860s from England, volume 1 and 2. Little Staffordshires. My style has definitely changed over the years. I don't super love the Staffy dogs, but I don't love the colored ones. These ones, I think they're very elegant. I feel like it's very chic, very sweet for a girl's room. Little shelf stylers. We've got the little, I don't know if these are called barley twist candlesticks. Tiniest little pitcher. I would add a match striker sticker on it. Some of my favorite mirrors, these gentleman mirrors. This looks like a faux burwood. Here's another beautiful art piece, which is a basket of plums. Canvas. The frame has some imperfections in it. But I love that there are these dark purple blue plums, which makes it a bit more moodier. If you're not a blueberry or grape fan or strawberries, plums are so delicious. We've got some silver plate utensils. These ones either have a letter E or a B on them. I don't know if you can see that. I may keep them for myself. My last name starts with a B, but if it's an E, it may be for you too. What do you guys think? Is it an E or B? I need to do some research on this one. I did a quick scan on it on Google Lens. I thought it was fun. I loved the colors on it, the crown, the wear to it, the enamel. This is a alabaster ashtray, but perfect for just a little catch-all. In good condition. I love the veining. Got some butter pats, a bread knife, a shell. I love these. Add your escargot pots in it, put it in the kitchen. This painting, so beautiful. It's definitely got some age to it. There is a tear there, so I may hold on to this one for a bit, either repair it myself or take it somewhere to get repaired. Very well done, and I'm curious to do some research on the artist because it is signed and dated, and the frame alone is stunning. We love our French confits. We love the little ear handles. What's fun about this one is someone made drainage holes, so you could totally use it as a planter. Copper candlesticks. The vendor said that this was handmade from a lady's estate. A redware bunt pan. I think this is a bunt pan. And then another little terracotta French handled pot. What's on the floor here? I think this is an ale muller, but it's in a shape of a shoe, which is funny. And then I've got these andirons, which I styled ones I had a long time ago, stacking the small books on them. I thought that was fun. So if you've got some smaller books, or even if you want to, showcase the front cover of a book and it's long enough, you can set it that way. I think this is everything. What do you guys think? How was the haul? How would you rate this haul? I drove 30 hours. This was basically a 30-hour travel time. Was it worth it? What do you guys think? Will I be going again? That's another question. Will I be going again? I think I would. I think I would go again. I can't expect everything to be like England, right? But there were some really neat pieces that I just don't find where I'm located. The hat box, the tortoise box, what else? The little mini alabaster. There was actually lots of European pieces that I took home. And the primitives were so beautiful there. I would go again. I think that I would fly there, maybe rent a vehicle and then drive back home and see how that would go. But I do love every piece that I took home. I think it's a beautiful haul. I had a great time. It was a good experience for me. All of these pieces, I think all of them, we'll see if I decide to keep one or two, but they're gonna come to my Instagram shop. My next live sale is next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna put the date here at the bottom. And my Instagram shop is Vine and Branch Antiques. So if you don't already follow me, please head over there, check out my page, and I will be posting information, price ranges, the Vine and Branch Gazette for the collection coming on Wednesday, which will be a Brimfield collection. Make sure you are subscribed because we have another very exciting road trip coming up in a month, and I will be bringing you guys along for that. I hope you loved this video. If you give it a like and comment down below what your favorite find is. Do you think you would travel 15 hours to go to the Brimfield market? Have you been there before? Any tips for future viewers, please leave them down below. Thank you guys so much. Mwah.